Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Transport Fever Let's Play. Now, you join me on the loop where I'm just adding some more signals because the loop wasn't making money. In fact, it was losing a lot of money whilst we were doing all those other things last episode. And the reason was all the trains got jammed. Too many trains, not enough signals. So what we've done is we've put signals at either end of a station, and every now and then we've got a set of signals on the longer segment. So we've got a set of signals there, set of signals there, and we've got a set of signals here as well. So they should be flowing a lot better than they were. So let's have a look now. So the loop is now clockwise making minus 18 million. Believe it or not, that's a lot better than what it was. And anti-clockwise is looking good. Now, the two things that aren't looking good are the food service. Well, the three things that are not looking good are the three food services. Now, the Phil Knox service isn't looking that great either, but I've been wanting to upgrade and sort out the food for a long time. So now that I've stopped this loop being broken, hopefully, if we bring the line manager up, you should see the loop a bit easier because the red line. You can't actually see the entire loop from the top-down view. You have to skew the screen. It's a massive, massive railway line. If you want to get from the far end to this end, it'd take you ages. It is not great. But this is the standard main line here. You can see that we've got lots of signals all over the place with the standard main line, except on this bit here, where it just kind of juts off. So I'm going to put a few signals in here as well. So this should improve the flow around here. For now, I will just put a couple in the middle because this is not what I wanted to concentrate on today. Today is the food overhaul part 1 because I've got a funny feeling there's going to be a part 2. Right. So this is the kind of starter part of the network. You can see over here, you've got the magenta or pink main line coming through. It comes in the bottom, visits Astragon, goes through to Philadelphia and up to Pittsburgh and then back again. We've also got a few yellow lines. They represent what's left of the standard passenger network around this area, and then we've got these big blue ones around here. So we've got the blue lines, and that's the food network. Now these farms are starting to pump out more and more. The limit is 1600, but it's not doing the limit. In fact, the production's going down slightly sometimes because the amount of cattle waiting at these farm stations is just way too much. So first thing we're going to do is make sure that the track is top-notch, upgraded, smooth, dedicated lines and so forth, and then we're going to get the trains upgraded. Hopefully by the time we sorted the track, everything else will be cool. So first thing I'm going to do is go to the track tool, and we're going to look at the track modification tool. Now this tells us if there's any segments that aren't what we want. So high-speed tracks. Have we got any segments round here that are still not high speed? I'm pretty sure between episodes I went through and updated everything to high speed at some point because we had mostly high speed but not everything. Look, you see here there's a segment of track there that's not high speed. I know it was going into a depot, but still. Okay, so not a massive amount that needs doing around there. Any down here? Nope, that station looks fine. And then we come and loop through this tunnel that we did a few episodes ago. All high speed, brilliant. Okay, is it all electrical? Is it all powered by electric? Yep, that is. That is as well. All down there and all over here. Okay, so we're happy with the fact that it's all electric and all high speed. What I'm going to do is have a quick look at this station and just try and work out if we're happy with the way that it's laid out. So we've got an in and an out, which is dedicated for one farm line down here. Let's leave the line manager up so we can see that. Let's put that down in the corner there. So yes, we've got an in and out dedicated there. Now at the minute we're only using one of the two platforms, but that's not really much of a problem at the minute. We've got a couple of platforms which aren't used. That's just part of the main line that goes through this station. Just because the station was in the way, I didn't want to move the station and then they make the main line have to bend round it a lot. So we just made the main line go straight through this goods yard. It's not the most ideal of scenarios, but never mind. So that is one of the other food trains coming in, and this is then the train that collects and goes out. So it does look like everything's okay. We've got a crossover junction here. That does look fine. Yeah. We can switch that to a double slip. Let's turn the line manager off. So, if this is not a double slip, I think it means that you can only go a certain way. Now it's a double slip. We'll leave it as a double slip. I don't know if that'll help, to be honest. Can't remember. It's been a long time since I've had to do that. Anyway, so I'm happy with the railway lines there. This railway line down here, it looked like it didn't have a lot of signals on it. It doesn't. And if we've got multiple trains going up and down there, that's going to be a problem. So we'll put a set of signals before the tunnel, and we'll do a set of signals after the tunnel, and then we've got signals going into the station over here, I believe. Yep, we have. Let's change that to a double slip as well while we're at it. In that case, let's leave those signals there. I think what we'll do is we'll have a set of signals in the middle, just under this bridge maybe. Oh yeah, under the bridge. So one there and one there. Perfect. And then I think we're going to have a set of signals in the tunnel. I always find this a little bit difficult to do, but there we go, that wasn't too bad. Let's just check how we're doing for signals everywhere else. So we've got a double set there. These signals all seem to be bi-directional, but they've been laid out to allow certain junction stuff to happen. Cool, I can't remember doing this junction, and it's been upgraded a few times, but it's fine. It's not a problem. Where's the road gone? Oh, that's right, I completely moved the road and messed up the hillside, so let's just increase that. Let's get rid of that big horrible bit of road that I had there from the bridge that was there previously. Brilliant, okay. Now the loop that comes off, there's a bit of bad old track there as well. Not track, road. Now this bit comes off, loops, and then bends in there, so I want that to be as smooth as possible. Let's look at track speeds. Here we go, look. Basically, we're improving the line as much as possible. Excuse me. Oh dear. Yeah, we've been improving the line as much as possible, and then we're going to improve the trains. So this bit here is a little bit slow. However, we're coming out of a station. I highly doubt a goods train is going to get up to 92 as it's coming out the station. We will make a small improvement. So we're just going to take out some of this track like that. Now it has to bend round this corner here. This is a slow section. It has to be a slow section. Maybe we can improve the speed over the bridge. I don't know. Not sure. We'll come back to the bridge in a minute. But let's get the track for this bit. And let's just take a little bit more off there. Okay, here we go. What we got? We've probably got trains complaining that they can't make a route. So if I connect this up now, that has got a much better bend in it. We don't go beneath 117 on the corner. It was much better, that. Okay, so let's just smooth out where the track used to be. Brilliant. Now let's check the other side. So coming into the station, we've got a big slowdown, but that's fine. The train's got to stop anyway. And then coming round here into this busy station, it's pretty slow, but again, that's coming in and out. I'm fairly happy with that. That's okay. This section here doesn't need looking at. Now we've got these crossovers here, which are very slow, but that's to be expected. This is all green. A little bit of a slowdown on the corner here, 117, but again, I don't think I'm going to get that to be any faster, but let's try it anyway. Let's quickly just remove bit of the track up to these signals and see if we can just get it that little bit smoother. Ooh. So let's connect that one to there. And for some reason, there we go. I was going to say I can't seem to get that to connect, but it will now. Brilliant. Okay, so we've got a nice easy curve into there. 200 and something for that section. That's quick. That is very quick. We've got a train moaning that it's stuck. Let's just turn it round. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, so next up we've got one more station to check the speed at, and that is this one. You can see here there's a lot of stuff going on here. Now we've got a dedicated food line and a dedicated passenger line coming into several different platforms. I believe looks like the food line merges up here. There's a lot of information on the screen right now. And also trains are in the way, so that doesn't help. But overall, I think we're going to be alright here. Don't think we need to change. I don't think that depot's even needed. We've got a new vehicle available, which actually looks like a really good vehicle for this. Where's the one-way signals? So we've got one-way signals here, but we don't have the equivalent one-way signals. So let's put them in here, like this. I mean, really, they need to be further down the track just before the merge. But there's fine. You know what? I'm not going to complain. Yep, and yep, one way. Okay, so when a train's coming this way, it splits off from the passenger line, and then one of them goes behind the station and the other one comes through the station, which again is fine. There's the other one coming back, and I think the line speed's good round here. Ah, right, okay, we've got a bit of bad line speed here, and it is very bad because this is the section that should be a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bit of road out, because I have a feeling it's going to do nothing but, oh my goodness, I accidentally deleted track. Go, go, go. Can it carry on? Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about deleting your track by accident. Okay, so we've got, where's the road? Oh, this is an old piece of road that I don't think we need anymore. No, we don't. Oh, brilliant! Because I put that main road in. I forgot about that. I did something clever and didn't even realise it. Okay, let's smooth that land back out. We don't need those level crossings in or any of that stuff. So here, that's a bad section of track. That's a bad section. That's a bad section. And so is this. So we're just going to get rid of a bit of the track either side. And there's actually a little... or there was a little bit of road there still. This corner here is also bad, so let me see if I can make it any better. So we get that there. That's a good section of track now, and that is a good section of track. And then this doesn't have to come out behind the station. No, it does have to come out behind the station that far. So let's get rid of that and put a new bit in. Well, that's weird. Don't know why it did that. Let's try again. There we go. Get it as close as possible. That is a little bit too close. There, right, okay. And then we'll take that bit out and just bring this back a little bit to there. This should be much smoother now and much quicker. Look at that, 200, 300 mile an hour. We can bomb it down there, absolutely speed down. There we go. That is a much better curve. Feel much happier about that. We've got trains that are stuck. Again, they're in the station, they got lost, they just need turning around and they'll be fine. Okay, so that is electrification done. It's high-speed rail done and checked. we've gone through the track and made sure that there's only slowdowns near the entrances and exits of stations. We've done a little bit of a signal audit, making sure that all the signals are in place that need to be. I'm just going to put an extra set of signals here, here, and then I think we'll put a pair here as well. Okay, looks good. Now the only concern I now have is this bridge and why it's incredibly slow. So I have no idea if we can easily upgrade this bridge or not without deleting it. My intuition says we need to delete the bridge, because I have no other way of knowing how to do that. Hopefully though it'll be easy to replace. This could go horribly wrong. Never mind. Okay. It's not asking me what sort of bridge I want. I guess that's because either I haven't got the option, or it's because there's an existing bridge there. It's because there's an There we go! That's a faster bridge. This is going to be a really good bridge. There we go. I can't see if I've done that right, but I'm sure it's fine. Get it linked up to the right track will help. Yep, and bam. Brilliant. Now we've got no ships going down here, so we can keep it nice and low. What sort of... Oh, look at that. That's improved the speed no end. I have no idea. I mean, these are quite tight turns. Not a massive amount I can do about that. Okay. Speed. Oh my goodness, we've got loads of trains with problems now. Just turn around and I'm sure you'll be fine. Yeah, just turn around. It's likely that it's going to be okay. Right, now let's see what the money situation's like before we do the trains. So if we look at the lines... now, the loop clockwise is still in the negatives, but it's not the 20 million minus that it was before. It's 5 million minus, so that's a lot better now. The Phil Knox service still not doing very great, but we'll sort that out. And then it's the 3 foods that we're working on now. And then it's the anti-clockwise is in the profit. Not a massive amount, but it's in the profit. The main line is making a good amount of money, and I'm thinking we need more trains on the main line. In fact, looking at the amount of passengers that's at Archon, I mean, I don't know what they're waiting for. Most of them are Arctux, which is this line here. It's kind of a bypass for most of the lines. So we've got Arctux and the main line. Then we've got quite a lot of people waiting for the main line. Yeah, and Philtux as well. Do we still have a Philtux service? Oh yes we do, of course we do. It's this train here. Right, anyway, okay. A little bit of distraction there. We need to get the trains off this line and we need to get them upgraded. Now, over here we have a depot that we can use. No, we haven't. This has got the old style of depots on. What we can do is wait until they can come into this station over here. Although I have just noticed we've got a depot for this platform, a depot for that platform, but we haven't got a depot over here for that one. I wonder why. Let's get that stuck in there now. So, depots, rotate, wrong button. I mean, I'm thinking about there. And then hopefully... There you are, that'll do it. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Track, upgrade, high-speed track. Doesn't look like you can change the track going into a depot into a high-speed track. Right, you, go to the depot and sell yourself. Brilliant. You, turn around, and then go to a depot and sell yourself. You, go to a depot and sell yourself. There we go. Now, I don't know how many trains we've got going on these lines. I've got a funny feeling it's a few each. So let's just skip by that one. Yes, it looks like we do have a few going on that one and a few going on that one. We'll wait for them to come through, I think, and then we'll upgrade them. These lines are costing me money. That train, the one that's the fill food train. The fill food train should. Wrong one. This one here. Once it's dropped off, we'll get that one. Train 6 is coming in. I don't know if we've got... I don't think we've got a depot on the other end of the film network, but we'll have to wait until it comes back. That one can now go and sell. Goodbye, Train 6. Thank you very much for your service. Also, a lot of these trains are getting pretty old, so that's something that we need to look at. We've got 120 million now. The one, we're going to keep an eye on that one. The Knox food train, I'm not quite sure where that's gone. We've got a new bus and a massive boat available now. That one's just sold its goods, so it's going to turn around. It's unloading. That one's just pulling into one of the stations. We're going to have to wait for some of these trains, but that one's on its way back now. Okay, most of them are on the way back. It's time to get ourselves some good trains. I can see the fill food service, that's empty. We don't want to start that one just yet. We'll get that one going again soon. It's the Knox food and the Archon food which I am most interested in getting cleared up. As soon as one of those two is done, we'll get new trains on it. So I'll just fast forward the game now. And then we've got both of those trains coming. One first, it's going to be the Archon food trains first. No, it isn't. It's going to be the Knox food train that makes it here first. Okay, you can't see them because they're behind me, so I'll just move them over here. There you go, look. There it is. It just made it in. So you go to the depot and sell. So there's that one. We've got the Knox food train about to come here under me on this line. In it comes. There it goes. As soon as that's sold its wares, you're off to the depot. 128 million in the bank now, and we're not bringing any food money in. And the last train to come through into the station, and off you go to get sold. Brilliant. Right. New trains. Now it makes sense to start these new trains off at the farms because that's the first pickup in the journey. So let's find out what trains we can get and what would be best. So buy trains. We want the locomotives, and ideally we own. Let's have a look at the more expensive end. We want something that's got a low running cost, a good power. And I'm not too bothered about the top speed because they're doing relatively short journeys. And they've got to turn around and go through tight corners. This one here, 7.5 million, is really quite good. Let's compare it to this one. So the power is better on this one, but the running costs are more. It's got a better top speed. The next one is even cheaper to run. Its top speed is okay-ish. The power's not great. Again, power's down, but running costs are so cheap for this one. It's almost, yeah, we need more power. We need good power to pull big wagons and move them relatively quickly. This is our train. They're going to cost us 7 million each, but it's our train. Right, wagons. We need the box car because that can carry both food and livestock. It does it in both directions. And the length of our stations, we're going to have them full length. So the length of our station at the minute is 160 meters. So the length of our train can be up to 160 meters, which means, oh no, that's 1, to... There we go. We can go up to 145 metre train. And if we assign that now to the Archon food line, off it goes. So if we now look at the line list, we can see we've got 8 carriages on train 6. Let's get one on the Nox. Its acceleration isn't great, but it's fine, probably. There's the depot. So we're going to do the same. We're going to buy the expensive locomotive. We're going to get 8 of the boxcar wagons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll set the line to the Nox food. There we go. So that one's on its way now as well. Now the thing that I'm a little bit worried about is getting this food shifted up to Philadelphia. Because the line for this is much longer and much straighter, the trains can get up to a higher speed. So I don't think the same train will be appropriate. The same locomotive. This is 113, that's 201. It costs more to run though, but its top speed is a lot better. I mean, it's a lot more than most of these. And it's cheaper to buy. It just... which one's that? Which one's that? Top speed. No, it isn't. It's a lot more expensive to buy. It's a lot more expensive to buy. It's more expensive to run. Right, we're going to go with this one. We're going to go with the same one that we just did. I've lost track of how many wagons that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Set line. Fill food. Well, there we go, folks. We have had a good look at the railway lines for these food lines now. They're all high speed, they're all electrical, the signals are looking good, the curves are much more curvier, so we get higher speeds on there, and we've now got one train going on each of the 3 segments. So, we're looking pretty good. What I'll do between now and next episode is I'll add some more trains to that network, and then we'll go on and look at something else. But that is going to be all for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to know more about me and what I do, head out to masterhellish.net. It's got all the links to my live streams and giveaways and all that sort of thing. And I will see you sometime soon. Goodbye.